So I saw a guy the other day, and asked me if I wanted to play a card game, 3 card game, right? He showed me the 3 cards. He said, "Here's the game, right? I have 3 cards, right? Just simple card game, 3 cards. Now, the first card I have is this card, right? Second card I have is this card. And the third card I have is that card, obviously." And I was trying to remember all the cards and, keep it in my brain, which cards were which. And he said, the name of the game here is to keep your eye on that card, right? And as he said that, he moved it to the bottom. And so I said, oh, that's pretty easy. That card's on the bottom. So I said, yeah, that card's on the bottom, right? He said, no, that's this card. And I said, well, that's interesting. I saw you move it to the bottom. Well, if it's not on the bottom, then it has to be on the top, right? And he said, no, that's also this card. And I said, okay, well, if this card is on the top and on the bottom, then it has to be in the middle, right? He said, no, that's also this card. And I said, well, that's not fair. You're actually using 3 of this cards. And he said, no, that's not true at all because that card's on the bottom. And I said, well, that was this card just a minute ago. That card can't be on the bottom. And maybe it's on top. And he said, no, on top is also that card. And I said, well, that's just crazy. There's got to be a this card somewhere. So if it's not on top and bottom, it has to be in the middle. And he said, no, that's also that card. And I said, well, you're just trying to scam me because you're using 3 of that cards too. And he said, no, I got that card. I have this card. I have this card. And I also have this card. And I said, well, that's just cheating because you're using 3 of this cards too. And he said, well, you got to remember in life that if you have a little bit of this and then you have a little bit of that, there's not a whole lot of room for the other.